this is round 2 of what makes Annah Minx. What is Annah Minx made of? I'll figure out the title when I post this video. But this is round 2, and hopefully it actually works this time, because if it doesn't, you guys are gonna get a really crappy video, because I give up after this. So, yeah. And this video is brought to you by Gustavo Andrade, Gustavo. Gustavo is all I know. So, thank you, Gustavo, for getting me this. The little spit in a tube thing that I did on a video like 2 months ago. It's been a while. Yeah, this is where I got it from. Spit in a tube. You mail your spit out to these people. They look at your spit, and then they figure out what's in your spit. And they tell you what you're made of. It's 23andMe. So 23andMe.com. Go do that and spit in a tube and then tell me what you're made of. We can do this together. So I have it pulled up on the site. Instead of mailing things to me like I thought they were going to do, they sent me an email. And I just had to click on it and it takes me to my page, which is totally awesome. Yay, technology. Oh, and I totally dressed up for the event because it's a special day. I get to tell you guys what I'm made of. Let's get started. So I'm on the site. My Ancestry composition. I am 100% Anastasia, so that's good to know, because I was a little worried about that for a while there. Could have been like a Jessica or something. No, I'm me. And I am 99.5% European. That's like all of me except for 5%. So that's a lot, in case you didn't catch that. And that means that there's only 5% of me that's like something else. So I guess let's go through those smaller percentages and then we'll get to the European and figure out like what kind of European I am. So East Asian and Native American. I'm part Asian and Native American. 0.2%. Little tiny bit, but it's still there. And then Saharan African is 0.2%. I'm part African. And then 0.1% is unassigned, which means they don't know what it is. It's just random DNA floating around in there. I'm pretty sure that 0.1% is root beer float, because I drink a lot of those and it's got to make up part of my DNA somehow. Wes is totally laughing at me. But it's so true. So, let's see what kind of European I am. I am a lot. Wow. I am 97.9% Northwestern European, which is 57.6% is British and Irish. That's crazy to me, because my mom told me that I was mostly German, which wasn't like, you know, 90% German or anything, but mostly is like more than 50%. So this whole time, my entire life, I thought that I was mostly German, and I find out that I'm actually mostly British and Irish. Mind blown. And then 11.9% is French and German. So that's like just below being mostly, I guess. That's just crazy to me. British and Irish. What? Moving on. Scandinavian, 4.6%. Okay. Broadly Northwestern European. So, that's 23.8%. That's more than French and German. For this, they actually have like little, you click on them and then they have like little things that little, I don't know, facts or something So I click on broadly Northwestern European, because what does that even mean? And it says, Northwestern Europeans are represented by people from as far west as Ireland, as far north as Norway, as far east as Finland, and as far south as France. These countries rim the North and Baltic Seas and have been connected throughout much of history by those waters. So what does that mean for me? Like, I'm 23.8% one of those things, I guess. This is... Southern European is 0.4%. It's not very much. I guess that includes... How do you pronounce that? Is it Iberian? I'm really bad at names for things. I call Spokane, Spokane, okay? And it's Spokane, but I say Spokane. So this is Iberian to me. Italian and Balkan peninsulas, as well as the island of Sardinia. Sardinia? I feel like I'm saying that wrong too. Apparently, I've got 0.4% of one or more of those things in me. Broadly Southern European is 0.4%. That includes Iberian, Italian, and Balkan peninsulas, as well as the island of What? I guess that's like the same thing? So Southern European and broadly Southern European. Oh, okay. I don't know why they put, like, that twice. That's dumb. And then broadly European, 1.1%. Much of Europe was buried under miles of ice 10,000 years ago. As the glaciers receded over millennia, Neolithic farmers from Near East joined Paleolithic hunter-gatherers to settle Europe. That's cool that they give you like little facts about things, even though it doesn't make any sense to me. Fun facts, yay! Yeah, that's it. 99.5% European, 97.9% Northwestern European, which includes 57.6% British and Irish, 11.9% French and German, 4.6% Scandinavian, 23.8% broadly Northwestern European, and 0.4% Southern European, and 1.1% broadly European. It's just so much. So British and Irish. Good to know. British and Irish. That's me. That's cool. Gosh. And then they give you... And then they give you other things that you can look at that are, like, more than just your history, I guess. Maternal haplogroup. Anastasia, your maternal haplogroup is T2B5. I don't know what that means. As our ancestors ventured out of Eastern Africa, they branched off in diverse groups that crossed and recrossed the globe over tens of thousands of years. Some of their migrations can be traced through haplogroups, families of lineages that descend from a common ancestor. Your maternal haplogroup can reveal the path followed by the women of your maternal line. That's cool. And then it tells you about your haplogroup L. I don't know. It's really boring, honestly. There's nothing here. Apparently it's T2B5. You'll have to Google it because I don't really know. I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, so there's that. Apparently that's from my mom. And then they have paternal haplogroup, but I guess because I'm female, I don't get anything from my dad. So there's nothing in there for me. Thanks, Dad. Your DNA family. I have 1,157 DNA relatives in 23andMe DNA family. So I have 1,157 relatives that are on this site. That's a lot of people. So I'm related to a lot of people on this site. I have one person that is a close family to second cousins, is what they say. Relationships may include siblings, parents, children, grandparents, grandchildren, aunts, uncles, first and second cousins. So I have one person that's like in that tight knit family. And then 1,156 third to fourth cousins, which include third and fourth cousins, first to third cousins, once or more removed. You're gonna have to figure that out on your own. And then just many, they don't say how many exactly, but many fifth to distant cousins, which include fifth and distant cousins, closer cousins, once or more removed. I just know I have a lot of family. So, and then they give you a map of like where most of your family is located, which is cool. So it's all the United States. And then I have 30 or more family members in California, Texas, which is where I was born, Florida, which I lived for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. Colorado. Oh wait, no, not Colorado. That's less. I have 25 DNA relatives who live in Georgia. I've never been to Georgia, so that's cool. 40 of them live in Florida. 85 live in Texas, which is where my dad lived and my grandma lives. My grandma on my dad's side. And I think I have like cousins out there and my uncle, one of them. So I know of some of them that live there. 95 live in California, which is where I want to live. So that's probably why I feel like I belong there. And then I have less people that live in these places. I have 15 to 20 relatives in Washington, which I know my grandma on my mom's side lives here. My mom, my cousin, and then I guess you would count her 2 kids. Oh, and then my uncle. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, I guess my sister from my dad's side, she lives here now. Yay. And then 15 to 20 people in Colorado. I don't know anyone that lives out there. 20 to 25 that live in Illinois. I wouldn't know. And 20 to 25 that live in Virginia. Still wouldn't know. These color codings are like so hard to distinguish between because it goes from like really dark blue to lighter blue to lighter blue to lighter, and then it goes to white, which is like nobody in my family lives in the white zones, which is pretty much like almost the entire upper portion of the United States, right in the middle. Apparently we don't like that part of the US. I guess I don't know where to go from there. 10 to 15 live in Oregon. I can't think of anybody that I know of in my family that lives out there. 10 to 15 live in Arizona, which they are flipping nuts. I went to Arizona once and it was so hot I wanted to die. It was like living in hell. It was terrible. Just don't ever move there. Oh. And I was only outside for 15, 20 minutes. It was bad. It's like showing me all these different things that I want to see. Okay. 10 to 15 live in Oklahoma. I believe them. Oh, 20 to 25 live in Louisiana. Then there's Missouri. Get off of that. They have Missouri listed here. Okay, Illinois. I already said that. Indiana, Ohio, Tennessee, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland. Some people say Maryland and others say Maryland. Maryland, or some weird way. I say it how it's spelt, Maryland. Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Michigan. So we live in a lot of places. And I'm stuck in rainy Washington, which isn't so bad, I guess. I mean, it's really pretty out here. Everything's green. So that's cool. I'm dying right now, though. It's in the middle, well, it's not even the middle of summer. It's like not even a week into summer, and it's been 85 or above. And I want to die. It's just too hot. And then they have Neanderthal Ancestry. 307 Neanderthal variants. That's just crazy. Neanderthals were ancient humans who interbred with modern humans before becoming extinct 40,000 years ago. This report tells you how much of your ancestry can be traced back to Neanderthals. So I'm part Neanderthal. I mean, we all are. It's just interesting and weird to, like, say that. It's odd. So, wow. 307 Neanderthal variants. This is more than 89% of 23andMe customers. So I'm, like, more Neanderthal than 89% of other people on this site. That makes me feel bad. However, your Neanderthal ancestry accounts for less than 4% of your overall DNA. So that makes me feel a little better. I'm only 4% Neanderthal. You are in first place out of your family and friends. What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. So the highest, like, in 23andMe to have Neanderthals is 397 variants in one person. And I have 307. I'm in first place, just below top, apparently. So I have 0 Neanderthal variants associated with having straight hair, which is BS because I have straight hair. And it becomes, like, ridiculously straight if I blow dry it. Other than that, it's got, like, it's straight, but it's got, like, a wave in it. But that's only because I put it in a hair tie like this all the time, so the wave is, like, right here. And then it kind of lumps out underneath and then waves back in. So if I didn't put my hair up like that all the time, it wouldn't be wavy. So I don't believe that. I think they're wrong. This is weird. Less likely to sneeze after eating dark chocolate. Apparently, that's like a DNA thing. It's genetics or whatever. You have 0 Neanderthal variants associated with reduced tendency to sneeze after eating dark chocolate. I don't know why that's a thing. That is really weird. And luckily, I have 0 Neanderthal variants associated with having less back hair. Wait a minute. I have 0 with less. Doesn't that mean that I would have back hair because I have 0 Neanderthal variants with less back hair? Why do they have to make this so confusing? All I know is I don't have back hair, okay? And you have 2 Neanderthal variants associated with your height. I don't know what that means. Those 2 Neanderthals had to have been extremely short because I am only 5 feet tall. So thanks. It's not very nice. I guess I come from Neanderthals that lived in Neander Valley in Germany. So that's where my German comes from, I guess. My Neanderthal ancestors. That's great. DNA relatives. That's just asking if I want to compare my DNA with the family that is on here, I guess. Which I'll have to do later. I guess that's it. So, what? How long can you hold your hand in ice water? Take the cold pressor test to help researchers understand the genetics of how we experience pain. Huh. So I know that, well, now I know where my red hair, like the red tint in my hair comes from. I don't have like red hair, but I have a lot of red in my hair. It shows quite a bit when it's sunny out. Like, it's ridiculously red looking. It's crazy. Even through the black dye, it's crazy. But I guess that's from being Irish. Or at least mostly from the Irish. But I know that not being able to handle cold is a trait from being a redhead. Redheads have, like, weird facts about them. Things that they are, like, more... They're, I guess, they're less sensitive to pain. Or it's more sensitive to pain. I just know I'm a baby when it comes to pain. So, I don't think that either has to do with being a redhead or not. I do know that redheads have... They're more sensitive to cold. So, like me, I cannot hold on to a glass of water for too long that has ice in it because it starts hurting, like, really bad. Just 30 seconds into holding a glass of ice water, I'm wanting to drop it. It's stupid. And apparently my grandma's the same way. She said that we were having this discussion. She said that she couldn't stand walking into the ocean because it was so cold. She wanted to chop her feet off, is what she said. Which is how I feel when I'm holding cold stuff or whatever. I want to drop it and just, like, chop off my hands. It hurts so bad. So that's cool. You guys should totally, like, see if you have a little redhead in you. Because I do, and it's weird. I guess that's just it. British and Irish. Mostly British and Irish. That's cool. And that's that. So thank you for being a part of that. And I don't know. I did get another email from 23andMe. Your DNA family introduces you to the diverse group of people that share your DNA. You'll discover their relationship to you, where in the world they're from, their ancestry, traits, and more. You might discover that your DNA family is bigger than you thought. Huh. So I clicked see your report. I have 1,157 DNA relatives in this site. Oh, it doesn't give me any new information than what I've already read. So I don't know why I got that. That was dumb. But yeah, there's like so much more to this site. Like it asks, wondering where your 11.9% French and German ancestry came from? Connect a parent on 23andMe and see what ancestries you inherited from each parent. So, like, I could ask my mom, or my dad is dead. I don't think they can do anything with ashes. So, can't do anything with his side unless I get, like, DNA from my grandma, I guess. But I think that's, like, that still doesn't connect properly. It would have to be from my dad. But I could totally have my mom do this and see what I get from her. And then I guess just fill in the blanks for my dad on what I don't get from her. So maybe I'll make my mom do that, and then she can come on here and tell everybody what she's made of. Do the whole Minxy family. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. No more. I got an email saying that if I paid $100 extra, I could figure out what like what my health issues would be, like how I just throw things on my laptop. But I was kind of thinking about doing that, seeing what kind of, like, how healthy I am and what issues I may have, like autism or diabetes, which I totally know I have autism. I'm ADHD, and that's on the spectrum. But I don't know, other things. I was thinking about doing it. I might do it. I might. I don't know. Maybe. So thank you, Gustavo, for this awesome experience. That was super fun. And it totally opens doors to, like, other things, fighting on my health. And I'm super happy I got to share this with you guys. I'm really upset that I had to make another video and I didn't get to share it with you guys, like, on my first time finding it out, but maybe with the next one we can share it together. Anyways, I'm done talking. I'm annoying myself. I love you. I'm sorry this came out super late. I'm trying. I really am. I love you. Goodbye.